Good afternoon and a big hello, my dear children. How are you all? Hope you all are enjoying at home, enjoying the lockdown, but at the same time paying attention to your classes. I expect that all of you are preparing well for your board exams. All these chapters are there in your syllabus, and I expect that you all are studying very well. Now, we have already entered into the last part of our first chapter. We are doing soil classification now. So, let's come to the next group of soil classification, next soil type, that is our red soil and yellow soil. So, what is the difference between these soil types? I am giving you in your notes individual soil types. I am giving you the important points, and also I am giving you the differences between different soil types. You will please take a note of all this because all the points are very important. Let me start with red soil today. So red soil is a soil whose color is red. From the name itself you can find out that the color of the soil is red. Now this soil is also found on large areas of eastern and southern part of our Deccan Plateau and also in northeastern India. Now this red soil has developed by the weathering of crystalline igneous rock. Now when I say crystalline, what do I mean? Now this crystalline word stands for crystals, that is the rocks that contains crystals. Now in the previous soil, that is in the black soil also you have studied, it is developed by the weathering of the basalt, and the basalt rock is a product of lava flows. The basalt rock has developed after solidification of the lava that has come out on the earth's surface and then cooled down. Now this rock, black basalt, was black in color, but now we are talking of red soil, and the red soil is also formed from this magma or lava. But there is a difference between the red soil or the parent material of the red soil. Now what is the difference? Now we all know, children, that when the volcanic eruption takes place, some of the lava flows out on the earth's surface and some quantity of lava solidifies within the crust. That is, if the water content of the lava is more, it will cover a long distance. That is, the viscosity of the lava will be more and the lava will flow for long distance on the earth's surface and give rise to plateaus. But if the water content, water and silica, these two are the main content of our lava. Now if the water content is less, then it will not be able to come out of the earth's surface, but it will remain below and it will not come in contact with the air. So slowly and slowly it will cool down. It will take a huge length of time to cool down. Now when they will cool down, they will form big size crystals, and these crystals give rise to crystalline igneous rocks. Examples of this crystalline igneous rock, for example, the granite that we use, then we have peridotite, gabbro. These rocks are crystalline igneous rock. Now this lava, obviously because they are coming out from the mantle layer of the earth crust, it contains iron. So because of the presence of iron content in these rocks, the soil is red in color because the iron content is quite high, and so the soil is red in color. So the term red soil. Followed the difference between the black soil and red soil. In case of black soil, it is formed from the igneous rock basalt, and this red soil is also formed from the igneous rock, which may be granite, gabbro, peridotite. Now these are also igneous rock. Basalt is also an igneous rock, but difference is basalt solidifies on the surface of the earth, and this solidifies below the surface of the earth. Now children, I have said that this red soil has developed from the weathering of crystalline igneous rocks, that is granite, gabbro, peridotite, etc. Now these areas of the Deccan Plateau generally has low rainfall. Comparatively, the amount of rainfall is low, and large areas of southern part of Deccan Plateau is occupied by this soil. Even in northeastern India, we get this soil type. I had shown you the map the previous day, and you will find in your book in page number 9, we are having a map of India where the soil type red is denoted by the red color. Now red color, I have said that it is due to the presence of iron content, rich iron content. Now see children, there are 4 grades of iron. One is magnetite, which is the best variety. Then we have the hematite, which is extensively found in our country because of the presence of our volcanic material. And then the third group is our limonite, and the 4th grade is siderite. Siderite is the worst quality of iron found in the country. Now this reddish color is due to the presence of hematite iron in the country. Now after the rain occurs, the rainwater reacts with this red soil and give it a yellowish tinge or yellowish color. Why the yellowish color? Because it gets converted into the 3rd grade of iron, that is limonite. The previous one I had said the red color is due to presence of hematite, that is iron, and when it gets oxidized after the rain, it becomes yellow in color and it converts itself into limonite. The yellow color is due to the presence of 3rd grade iron, that is limonite. So children, if you go to Jharkhand, even if you go to Devghar or any of the adjacent districts of Jharkhand, you will find this red soil. This red soil occupies the entire Jharkhand also. So even if you go to any of the adjacent districts of Jharkhand, or if you most of you have gone to Devghar, so there also you will find the soil is red in color. So this red soil has developed due to the weathering of crystalline igneous rock, and this red color is due to presence of rich iron content in it, and the red color changes into yellow color, and large yellow color after it rains, and large areas of our plateau, Deccan Plateau and north in eastern India is occupied by this red soil. Our next soil type is the laterite soil. Now both red soil and laterite soil are residual soil. Now the color of this soil, laterite, is generally brick color, and this brick color is due to the presence of some amount of clay but more amount of gravels of red sandstone. Now this laterite soil also is quite rich in iron content. Here the mother rock is mostly red sandstone, and of course some amount of clay is there. But there are some differences with the red soil. Now this soil, laterite, is found in the areas where the amount of rainfall is more, and the area also enjoys very high temperature. Now this high rainfall is exactly the opposite of our red soil. Red soil generally occurs in areas of lower rainfall, and this one I said in areas of high rainfall. Now because of high rainfall, the draining water, the water that will percolate down from the earth's surface to the lower layers, will carry the soil nutrients from the topsoil to the lower layers. That is, the topsoil contains the maximum amount of nutrients, but because of the water infiltrating into the lower layers, the nutrients will go down. It will not be there in the topsoil. The topsoil will lose its nutrients because of the draining water, because of the percolating water. Now this process is known as leaching, and it is unique only to this soil type. It is not found in other soil type. This process of draining down of nutrients from the topsoil to the lower layers is termed as leaching, and hence this soil has very poor soil nutrients. We all know that the plants get their soil nutrients from the topsoil, but here the topsoil is lacking in soil nutrients. Also, because of high temperature, the activities of decomposers are very limited, and because the activities of decomposers are limited, so the humus content of the soil is also very limited. So these two factors are responsible for poor nutrient quality of laterite soil. Again I am repeating, children, one process is leaching, which brings down whatever nutrient is there in the topsoil to the lower layers. The second is the bacterial activities or the activities of decomposers is very limited. As a result, what happens? The humus content of the soil become very less. So cultivation in this soil types require lot of application of fertilizers or manures and proper soil conservation measures. But one thing is good, that this soil does not occupy large areas of our country, only in traces along the western coastal plain. That is, it's found in Karnataka, Kerala, some parts of Tamil Nadu, MP, and hilly areas of Orissa and Assam. So mostly it occurs in traces in very less quantity in our country. Now we all know that the hilly areas of our country are mostly used for cultivation of tea and coffee. So wherever there are hilly areas, with the help of manuring, this tea and coffee is grown in the laterite soil. And some cashew nuts are also grown in Tamil Nadu, Kerala and Andhra Pradesh. So laterite soil is a soil which is not very much suitable for cultivation. They need lot of care, lot of manuring, because most of the soil nutrients is drained down from the top layers to the lower layers, and the activity of the bacteria or the decomposers are very limited due to high temperatures. Now here, children, again I am pointing out the areas of red soil and laterite soil. So for this red soil, you can find out it occupies an extensive areas of our country. The eastern part of the Deccan Plateau is totally occupied, by this red soil. The southern part of the Deccan Plateau is occupied by the red soil. Little bit is there in the western part, and again in the northeastern part of our country we are having areas of red soil. So the parent rock here is mostly red sandstone with some amount of clay. And in the case of laterite soil, as I said, it occupies areas in traces. We have some little bit of areas in the western coastal plain, and in the map you can find little bit of Tamil Nadu, little bit of part of Orissa here, and some little bit part is there in the northern part of our black soil, little bit in the desert areas, and very little in Assam here. So the red soil occupies a larger area and the laterite soil occupies the lesser area. Now let us take down the important points of red soil or yellow soil. First, it's a residual soil. It develops on crystalline igneous rocks, occupies the low rainfall areas. Third point, large areas of eastern and southern part of Deccan Plateau is occupied by this soil. Fourthly, red color of the soil is due to presence of rich iron content, that is hematite. Fifth point, after rain the soil color changes to yellow, that is limonite. Limonite is the third grade iron of our country. Now the examples of crystalline igneous rock, that is the mother rock after whose breakdown the red soil is formed. The commonest example is granite, then we have gabbro, and then peridotite. Now coming to the next one, that is our laterite soil. In case of laterite soil, the first point, it's of course a residual soil. The first point is the color, brick colored soil due to little clay and more gravel of red sandstone. I am repeating, the brick color of the soil is brick, so I have written brick colored soil due to little clay and more gravel of red sandstone. Second point, develops in area with high temperature and heavy rainfall. Third point, poor humus content. Fourth point, humus content is low due to high temperature and decomposes get destroyed. Fifth point, soil nutrients drain down to the lower layers, a process known as leaching. This happens due to heavy rain. I am reading again because it's a very important point. Soil nutrients drain down to the lower layers, a process known as leaching. This happens due to heavy rain. Next point, poor soil fertility and needs heavy manuring. So next point, soil occurs in traces. Then we have the 8th point, found in Karnataka, Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Madhya Pradesh, hilly areas of Orissa and Assam. And then the 9th point, suitable for growing tea and coffee in hilly areas and cashew nut in Tamil Nadu, Kerala and Andhra Pradesh. Next, we will do the difference between the red soil and the laterite soil. Now let's find out some difference between this red soil and laterite soil. I had said that both this soil contains iron, but still there is difference. So the first difference, in case of red soil, it will be develops on crystalline igneous rock, and here develops due to weathering of little clay and more gravel of red sandstone. So the parent rock in both the cases are different. Second point, develops in area of low rainfall and moderate temperatures. And in this case, develops in area of high rainfall and high temperatures. Third point, covers large areas of plateau, and this side occurs in limited areas or in traces. Fourth point, as rainfall is low, nutrients are not drained to lower layers. Here, leaching drains nutrients from top to lower layers. Now, fifth point, color change takes place from red to yellow after rain, and in this case no color change takes place after rain. So these are the difference between red and laterite soil. So children, I am not giving you any written homework today, but I'll ask you all to compile the notes and learn them previous day. I have given you the difference between the alluvial soil and black soil. I have given you the main points also. Here I am giving you difference between red soil and laterite soil also, as well as the main points. But I would ask you all to complete the map that is there in your book in page 9. Now this map is only for identification purpose. Like the map that is there in your page number 9, that is this map, is there only for identification purpose. That is, the soil type will be drawn on the map. Only you have to write the name of the soil type. So this you can do it yourself, children. I am giving you today map work as homework. Compile the notes and start memorizing them for your next online exam. Thank you, children.